to the Scamslam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Hey guys, I'm back. Give me a minute, let me clean my camera off. I know that glare from behind the head there is a little much, but my camera was a little dirty too. That made a big difference, I think. So, back on, still trying to get some help to keep the room. Ran some soup out here to one of the employees at the gym. Angela's going in to give them that soup, talk for a little while, then we'll head back to the room and I don't know, guess cook our supper up and have her start preparing to lose the room, or I don't know at this point. Hey Jesse. So it's kind of where the day is right now, wherever well in the night ever preparing to lose the room, or no, Jackie, I do work. You're okay, Jesse. I know if you could help, you would. Just so that is sometimes, I guess, you know. I mean, at this point, if someone would just help us with the day of the room, you know, then we worry about Tuesday tomorrow, you know. Then I don't know. A weird glare coming off that window. It's like that glare is bad. I know it's a pretty crappy time of year to be asking people for help. It really is, but we've made some good strides over the last few weeks in getting ourselves in a better position. We just haven't got ourselves in a position where we can get past things that happen. Got a bump in my ear. My left ear has been giving me problems as of late. It's just been, I don't know. Twisted, I'm right there with you. So we've been taking some good strides to get back on our feet. It's just when we have a little problem, we're not in a situation where we can face the problem. It's like everything is money we make is budgeted to the dime, to the penny actually. So Wingo, there is no updates as of right now. Had a couple people say they was going to help and then didn't hear anything else out of them. Had one person claiming they sent money, but it never came out of their account, and they didn't know where they sent it to, and never would tell me the CA they sent it to. So I doubt they even tried. It's just one of those things to... Yeah, hang on 1 second. There we go. I guess that was just another thing on my phone that was causing that glare. We've got repairs to the car that needs to be made that we can't afford yet. We're just hoping that would help a lot. Anything helps, guys. Anything would help towards going towards the room. So yes, if you could send 20, that would definitely, that would be a start to, keeping it, put us closer to keeping it a day. I have CA and PayPal. So you just tell me which one of those is easier for you to use, and then I'll tag you in the name. I'll tag you with my screen name on there. We have the room for the night twisted, but we don't have it passed in. We won't have it past 11 in the morning unless we can at least come up with 70 to pay for another day. So that's kind of the situation. It's like we need to come up with at least $70 to keep the room for another day, but we're trying to come up with as much as we can for as many days as we can. We're in the car right now because she wanted to bring some soup up here to one of the employees at Planet Fitness. She made some homemade soup last night, had some left over. She's done befriended her. We both have befriended all the employees up here. We've been coming up here so long. They needed something to eat, and we had some leftover soup, so she brought them something to eat. And I think she's going to talk to him for a little while. I don't know if she's going to get on the exercise bike today or not. Lay low. I've been busy. Been keeping myself pretty busy and ain't had a whole lot of time to get on. Unfortunately, we're on here today trying to get some help for the hotel room. So we're not really doing all that great at the moment. Because we're... Thank you, Jesse. How much are we short? To keep it for a day, it's $70, and I've got $2. So basically $68 short from keeping it a day. If we can get the money up for a week, it's $320 or $340. Sorry, it's $340. It used to be $320. They went up $20 on us. So basically, to keep it for a day, we're almost all of it. So, yeah, I'm telling you, anything anybody could help us with would be so appreciated. Like we're trying to keep it as many days as we can, but if we have to go a day at a time, that's lay low. I do. Let me tag you in the because I had to change, and I don't know. Lay low. I just tagged you in the with the tag for it. So I had to change Cash App accounts or CA accounts. I don't know if I think if I correct myself on that, it's all right. But I gotta get out of the habit of saying the full thing. I gotta roll this window up. Like right now, that cold air is killing my ear and giving me a headache. But I can't take it too stuffy here. Forgot my bottle of water. Thank you, Laylo. That would anything helps. Anything. We've been keeping ourselves afloat, but it's like if we run into any issues, it's like there's just not enough to do it. And that's kind of what we just ran into was, you know, um, something kind of unexpected came up, and it's like, oh, well, that's the week there. Thank you, Laylo. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Um, so let's give me a second. Did that pause me any at all then? Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. That puts us up to $12. So we are 58. Okay. Yeah, I bounced off to CA to get the total of everything I had. So we're $58 short from keeping the room for another day. Um, a whole lot short from keeping it for a week. But thank you again, Laylo, for that. You too, man. You have a good one. So anybody else could help with anything, guys, you know, would it'd be beyond a blessing at this point. See, was that Boo Rat? Where did he go? He asked where he could send and then disappear. Or is it Bor? Is he using the Borat? Hey, Amber. I've been keeping busy and off of here. Um, we've been doing pretty decent up till today. Um, having some issues with the room today. Kisses for you. I completely get that. I understand that completely, and I hate having to ask right now. So I know everybody's going through it and everybody's struggling, but like I said, we've been doing pretty good on our own. We've been keeping things afloat, but had something unexpected come up, and right now the unexpected is what's killing me right now. Amber, we're trying to keep our room, so it's Jules. We're trying to get help to keep our hotel room. We're about $58 short keeping it for another day, so we're to try not to spend Christmas sleeping in the car. Um, it's just I'm sitting the way that I've looked at things and how things are going with us, and I know this is. I think by March we'll be able to handle unexpected stuff. Uh, at least be able to start handling things a little bit better. It won't be just about, okay, well, we got this money, so this has got to come up for the room, and then this has got to come up for food, this has got to come up for gas, and then there's nothing left. Um, It'll start being the situation of, okay, this came out for food, this came out for room, this came out for this is put back for car, because we got car repairs we got to make. I'm hoping the car does good, holds together until income taxes comes in, and I can take my tax money to get the car completely fixed. Yes, I am. Um, but it's just like when there's no. I understand that, Nikki Lynn. Uh, when there's nothing there after just the survival stuff is paid for, um, it's rough when something comes up. She is not working currently. She is just getting over some health issues. Um, and her doctor had her on some meds that messed her up pretty good. She was taking off the meds. She's starting to do a lot better. Jules, I'm working. I'm currently looking for a second job that can work around what I'm doing. She has filed for disability. Um, she's been turned down 3 times. Um, but once we get a few more weeks of her health being good, she is going to start looking for a job that she can do. She still has some health issues that will probably never be settled. Her epilepsy and stuff will always kind of be there. Uh, she's looking into a lawyer. Um, I'm not for sure the date. I would have to look at the date. I'm horrible about keeping up with dates. But she's got one she's got to go see after the first of the year. They're going to try to refile it, do everything else. No, we do not have kids. Hey, Debbie Lou, we're not staying in the car yet, but if we don't come up with the money for the room, we will be. So I'm asking anybody and everybody if they can help us out. It would be appreciated. She didn't get hers that quick. I've known people who's got it really quick. I've known people who's gotten turned down 2, 3, 4 times. Had to get an attorney. Um, but she'll be going to see the attorney after the first of the year. I'm not for sure the exact date. Said I have to constantly look at dates to remember them. I've always been that way. I can't put dates together for some reason. I've got a calendar that I look at. I've got a calendar app on my phone because I hate the one that's on my phone. And it's become my routine to wake up every day and look at the calendar. So I look at the calendar, make sure there's nothing on that date that I've got to do. And I try to look out for the week. But I have to wake up every day and look at a calendar to keep myself straight. So we're really hoping this next time she goes, she gets the attorney, she goes and she gets approved, because she's had a couple other health issues come up since the last time she applied. I have thought about getting my CDLs. Right now, I just can't. I can't afford to go to a school to get them, and the closest place to me that pays you to be able to get them, and pays you while you're getting them and everything, is in Memphis, and I just can't make the drive to Memphis every day to. Linda Lou, I'm telling you, I've seen people get approved for stupid stuff like I seen a girl get approved because of her allergies, but then someone get denied waiting on I think they was needing a liver transplant and was trying to just get it, and got denied. Yeah, Jules, I was actually looking into to one place where the only thing they do is they pick up and deliver. Thank you, Mary Jane. Oh, that's what we're saying, Mary Jane, that time. Thank you, Jesse. Um, they just pick up and deliver um, trucks that require a CDL. So that's all they do, and they're hiring and everything. And I was looking into that, and I was like, well, they don't have a program where you can go down there and get your CDLs through them. So I'd have to go to the school. Thank you, Jesse, for all the I don't even know, festive soccer balls is what it looks like. Um, Michelle, I wished I knew why she's getting denied. Um, I'm not for sure. Yeah, the closest company that would pay to get your CDLs as closest to me was in Memphis. That's about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes away. So it's a bit of a drive every day down there, and I'm not living in Memphis. If you know anything about Memphis, Tennessee, it is uh, the schmurder capital of the world. Um, it has passed, or not the world. Maybe I know it's the United States. It might be the world. It's pretty damn rough. She has epilepsy, so she can't drive. She's very restricted on what she can do. Um, oh, it's awesome, London. She had her hysterectomy at the Baptist Memorial down there in Memphis. So, and just an update. This person asked to stay anonymous. Thank you for your help. That put us up to $19 on the room. So that puts us at still needing, if we're shooting for the week, 321. If we're just trying at this point to keep it for a day, 51. Well, no, I know they don't count a hysterectomy as a disability, and didn't nobody say they did. She had a hysterectomy, so yeah. Right now, we need $51 to get the room for another day. Um, if anybody could help with anything with that, it would be appreciated, guys. Um, but she has epilepsy. She has hemiplegia. London, come on, girl. Memphis ain't that bad. I used to love coming to Memphis. We used to go to Bill Street. We used to go to some cigar lounges, and this is back in the day when we was doing a lot better. We'd come down there. A buddy of mine lives in Memphis, and he always tell me he'd be like, "Look, I'm carrying. Are you carrying?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm definitely carrying." Uh, he's like, "Good." He's like, "Cause it's better if we both have one on us." And I was like, "One, hell, Angela's got hers in her purse." But we had fun in Memphis. We used to go to Bill Street, go to that cigar lounge. It's just like right off of Bill Street, and enjoy it, and it just we would have fun down there. But we ain't done that in a long time. Tim, I could, but I couldn't tell you when. It's one of those situations where everything I've got going on now is going to keep us afloat. So I couldn't even begin to give you a time frame on when I could pay anything back. So that's it would be something I could pay back, but it wouldn't be something I could pay back quickly. And I couldn't even begin to tell you when. And that's 100% honest. You would think that, Jules, but 3 times turned down for it. Yeah, just a few people an hour in London. Yeah, it's not too bad. Jules, I agree with you. The system is broken. We used to come down there too, like back in the 90s. Like I was a teenager. It'd be me, my uncle, and my cousin, and we'd come down there and go to Strings and Things and a couple other music stores. And then we'd go to a bunch of comic book stores, and we'd always end up on Bill Street. And we'd be all over Memphis. Uh, see, that's my thing. I don't know. I know about Bill Street. I know about a few other places, but other than that, I'd be kind of lost. We was at Wolf Chase back a few years ago. Well, it's been whenever she had her hysterectomy. Um, and we're leaving. We go to the doctor's appointment down there at Baptist Memorial. Then we go over to Wolf Chase, and we're in there and we're just walking around shopping and stuff, looking at a few things. And like we keep noticing like some weird stuff. And my buddy goes, "I think it's time to leave." And I was like, "Yeah, I feel you're right on that." So we booked it out of there, was leaving, and we get in the car and we're coming back home. And my dad calls and he goes, "Boy, where y'all at down there?" And I said, "Well, we're heading down the road." "Hey, Baked." And I was like, "We're about 15 minutes outside of Memphis." So we just left Wolf Chase Galleria, and he goes, "Man," he said, "Wolf Chase is on the news right now for a shooting inside the mall." And I was just like, "What?" And it turned out that two gang members was down there. One was on the upper level, one was on the bottom level, and they started pew-pewing at each other. Debbie Lou, I don't really have any disabilities. I have I have a bad knee and a bad hip, but I've always worked through that, diabetes and high blood pressure. But You know, I love Collarville. Collarville, I can never say it right, but I love that place. They've got the Tinderbox, and that's a cigar lounge down there I love. And they've got the Peach Cobbler Factory. We're just rambling right now. We're just talking right now, guys. Um, Love that little area down there. I don't go to Memphis anymore. It's just like we used to go to Bill. Uh, and who was it? Which one of y'all said it? Brooke, you said Bill is not safe. Bill Street is not safe anymore. I used to feel pretty safe. Um, Bill is pretty safe for. I used to be pretty safe on biker night because you felt like, okay, everybody's carrying here. It's pretty safe. Someone comes out here randomly shooting for no reason. There's going to be plenty of other people pew pewing back. I got to really watch what I'm saying. But in the state of Missouri, I could get it for being overweight. State of Tennessee, I've never tried to get it. I always put my hat on when I'm driving. Y'all seen me earlier without a hat on? Oh, I've got it on now. So, we came up here to Planet Fitness. We're not. I'm parked right now. I'm not driving. I do not drive and do anything on my phone. Um, I don't take a phone call when I'm on it. When I'm driving, I don't text when I'm driving. I don't even pick it up if it's on GPS. I've got a Bluetooth in my ear listening to it. I've lost. I've lost a couple of good friends and someone who meant the world to me through people on their phones not paying attention while they're driving. So, but we came up here to Planet. She wanted to bring one of the employees some soup. We had some leftover soup from last night, and they didn't. They wouldn't go have supper. And Angela was like, "Well, I'm gonna carry him some soup." So I had leftover. She wanted to carry it up here. She's going stir crazy for being in the room. I forgot my daggum water, and usually I have a spare water bottle laying in the car. Yeah, it's not worth sending that text back. Um, it's not worth texting somebody while you're driving. And okay, Jesse. No, she is inside Planet Fitness, and I'm parked outside waiting for her to come out. She was going to talk to him for a little while, and she said she might get on the exercise bike today, run a little lap. Shay Marie, we are needing some help keeping our hotel room. As of right now, we are $51 away from keeping it another day. Thank you for the I'm ready. It's $70 a day. We have 19. So any help towards that would be appreciated. Yeah, I've been told that too about the blood pressure. And right now, my blood pressure has been all over the place. Brooke, I hope I don't have to do this much longer. I hope I don't have to get on here and ask people for help. I hope we can just get on here and battle and have fun and talk to everybody. Like I said, I think by March we'll be in a spot to where when something comes up, we'll have the means to be able to take care of an unexpected issue. Right now, it's if something comes up, we have to choose: do we take care of that or do we do this? It's like the money I'm making goes towards it's survival at this point with it. Thank you for the heart me, Shay Marie. Um, so it's when it takes everything you got to survive. Um, Something comes up, I just can't get past it without help. And I hate having to come on here and ask. I hate it with my whole heart. Shay Marie, I do. I will tag you in my CA tag. Lisa, you're lying right there because you ain't been watching me do this for 3 years now. For one, I haven't even had TikTok for 2 years. I've only had it for about a year and a half. So we thought we was going to get more work to be able to extend, a little bit more work getting closer to Christmas. But the work didn't extend us. So it was, hey, this is what we've got. Sorry, it's not more. If something comes up, I'll call you guys. We'll get some more work in before Christmas, but it's not going to happen. So it's kind of put us in survival mode. Um, Brooke, some things have changed. I mean, if you've missed us a lot when we've just been on here just battling and having fun. Like there's been, this is like I don't know how many more times I can say a lot of things have changed. It's just when we have something come up, we can't get past it until I get some help, and we're still working forward to make that difference. You know, it's hey Renee. Oh God, y'all hear my neck? It is. It's a horrible time right here at Christmas to need any kind of help. Christine, that's actually what she's aiming for. She was having these medical issues with the medicine that she was put on. She's off of them now. Uh, Hang on. She's off of them now, so she's getting better off of them. She's feeling better. She's not falling asleep in the middle of a text. Um, she's not waking up and feeling like she hasn't slept. So she's doing better being off the meds. She goes back to the doctor after the first of the year. They're going to try to put her on some different meds for her headaches. And then once we see how that goes, she's really wanting to go try to work at Dunkin's. Um, she has become pretty good friends with the woman at the new Dunkin's in Walmart. They talk outside the store. They know each other personally away from the store. So once she kind of gets to where, okay, these meds ain't affecting you anymore, these new meds are doing good for you, she's going to see about trying to go to work at Dunkin's and all that good stuff. Country Cuz. That name doesn't ring a bell, Steelers girl. I can't DoorDash right now. I'm catching up. I was trying to answer, so y'all, I will answer everybody. Jesse, right now, I need $51 to keep the room for another day. Right now, I'm just shooting to keep it for another day. Anything extra, just go towards keeping it more days. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, Christine, she would get a free coffee every day. Right now, doing anything like DoorDash or something like that is really not in the question because the car needs some repairs done to it, and I just haven't been able to get the repairs done. Chris, I will not say on here where I work because I've had issues with people calling my work, sending in letters to my work, and actually have cost me a couple of jobs. Um, so I can't go. I won't go into details about where I work, and I hope you understand why. The car has some repairs that needs to be made. I can't be out in it and driving it just all day doing DoorDash and stuff. I can drive it, but it's not ideal to be driving all day long trying to make money in it. If I could, I would be. And we didn't drive it to get dinner tonight. I don't know. At what point did I say we drove the vehicle up here to get dinner? If it's not safe to drive around all day to do DoorDash, it's like I drive it. We went maybe a mile and a half down the road to here. The grocery store is right here beside it when we got to go get groceries. So out doing DoorDash, driving it for miles on top of miles on top of miles. She did bring soup to Planet Fitness. She did, but nobody said we came out here to get dinner. Thank you, Lisa. I don't know how somebody sits there and listens and like doesn't and can ask the question that has nothing to do with. It's like when we go back to the room, we're making homemade tacos. We had leftover soup, and somebody up here needed something to eat. She wanted to bring up some soup, so they wasn't doing without tonight. Now we're out of that. They got that. We drove the car here to pick up dinner. I don't know. Like I try not to get aggravated. Chris, checkout's at 11 in the morning. And it's not that the questions will come up. It's when questions get asked, I answer the question. Questions get asked, I answer the question. That's fine. That's going to happen. Ask as many times as you want to. But when I answer the same question, and the person who's in here has done heard me answer that question 10 times the same way, and then goes, "Oh, well, you said you drove it to pick up dinner." No, nobody said that. Questions don't irritate me. It's when people just assume exactly what his missus and Jesse just said. It's when people just assume, like, "Hey," and then what exactly what Jesse, what Mary Jane said is they take whatever you said and then they twist it to whatever they heard, what they think they heard, and then it's just like best example ever, the telephone game. I've never heard a better example to what goes on this site. Y'all hang on. I'm about to mute this for 1 second. Okay. Do y'all hear me better now? I'll talk for a second and see if y'all hear me any better. Chris, I would like to say that wasn't why I paused it, but or muted, but that's exactly the reason I muted. I didn't want everybody to hear that. And then I seen a button where it says it reduces the background noise, and y'all might be able to hear me better. I hope y'all, if y'all heard it and I was on mute, then that's something else. Y'all really heard, like, because I was on mute. I mean, at least I was flat enough to mute it, and not just troll y'all with that. All right. Let's see what happened to Shay Marie. It probably did. I raised up too, guys. It probably. Well, at least y'all didn't have to hear it. My bad, guys. Next time I'll mute it. I'll point the phone at the ceiling too. Hey, it's a natural thing that happens to us all. But like I said, at least I didn't just. Yeah, my wife tells me that. She's like, I just poot. No, you don't. But it's natural. I still try to be kind enough to mute the. Next time I have to mute my face though, instead of just muting the. Hey, it happens. I'm taking in more protein in my diet, and it's some of them are kind of rough, but. Hmm. Cowboys eliminated from 2026 NFL playoff picture. Who am I going to roll with then? I guess if I have to pick a team from what's left, we're going with Green Bay. So we'll roll with Green Bay. I don't know why. I just picked Green Bay. I mean, was the Chiefs or was the Chiefs are out too, ain't they? Tell you what, I'm going to take my Green Bay back, and I'm going to say I'm going to roll with the 49ers. I don't like the Chiefs, but I hate seeing anybody get hurt, like that. That's my brother-in-law's team, the Chiefs, and I texted him last week, and I was like, man, them Chiefs killed it today, didn't they? And then the Cowboys lost, and he texted me right back. He said, yeah, he said, Cowboys killed it too. And I was just like, yeah, it's rough being a Cowboys fan. Wish I'd remembered my water. But guys, we were $51 away from keeping the room for another day. If anybody can help us with anything, I feel like a couple of people might have talked about helping us and probably got a bunch of DMs. I feel like that probably happened a while ago with Shay Marie. So if anybody can help with anything towards that, if you want to stay anonymous, that's fine. Because I did have an anonymous donation, and that's how they wanted to stay. Georgia Peach, I have CA and PayPal. I have both of those available. Thank you, Bluegrass. Merry Christmas to you and your group. I have to admit, I've about completely came out of the Christmas spirit today. But yeah, Georgia Peach, I have CA and PayPal. Starting to get dark and get a little chilly out here. Should have brought my sweater. I didn't. I didn't figure we'd be here this long, but it's okay. If anybody would want to help with anything going towards the hotel room, guys, it would definitely be appreciated. So we're trying to keep the room for as long as we can. $70 a day or $340 for the week. It's almost 5 here, and it's starting to the sun's starting to set. So it's start getting cold. I don't know what the low is tonight. I usually do a little bit better checking the temperature, but I'm not for sure what it is tonight. I do want to thank everybody who's helped us so far up to this point. Yeah, I'm just a little bit before you guys. It's 5 minutes or 6 minutes to 5 here, and y'all see how it is out there. Oh, Lord. Julie, 51 to keep it for a day. 51 left to keep it for a day. It's $70 a day. We've got $19 right now. I don't have nothing left to pawn. I mean, it's just, yeah, I've done most of the stuff I had already pawned off or sold. Yeah, the wedding ring will be really hard to let go. To be honest with you, it just. Plus, they would want to buy it for scrap, not really pawn it. So I've let go of a lot of stuff that I didn't want to let go of, and I don't think I'm going to let go of my wedding bands. I appreciate the input, but it's just. Miss Mercury, it is, but when you're in the loop that is, we got the hotel room, we didn't have a place to stay, and now it's taking everything we've got to survive. So it's like I can pay them $340 a week and still have $100 out of my check to get food and groceries on. That's how I have to do it because I can't go and give someplace $340 for an apartment. I've got to have first and last month's security deposit, and then I got to have everything turned on. And then we're looking at a few $1,000s to do all that, and I just don't have that type of money. So it would definitely be smarter to have an apartment, but I don't have apartment money. So yeah, that's where a lot of people they think about that, and they don't put the big picture together. Tina Marie, I am working, thank you. So I get so tired of that crap, you know. It's like people just assume and run with it because they've been told by somebody else that no, he's not working, he's lying about that. And the person who told them that don't know jack about my life besides what they see on here. Hey Joey, needing $51 more to keep our hotel room for another day tomorrow. We have it for the night. Um, we're trying to keep it tomorrow as many days as we can keep it. Good Lord, Renee. A lot of those extended stay hotels are expensive, and they catch employees working because they know they get per diems and stuff. Y'all love to bring up past stuff, don't y'all? It's it's hard. Like I wish we had some place that we could just go and stay for a little while and bank up some money. It's still a few days ago. It was about yes, I'm working. I didn't want to bring it up the other day because I didn't want the 50,000 questions to go with it. Cool. I've been asking for hotel money for years now. Okay, get out of here. Well, sometimes I just gotta take a minute and just breathe. And hey, Angela B in Ohio, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, y'all definitely see the reflection of my screen now. If I text anybody, I'll have to remember to turn it down. I mean, stuff I'm looking at now, I don't care if anybody sees. I made a whopping 20 cents from Gifts this live. Miss Mercury, no, I am not. I've been on a waiting list for over a year and a half now to get help. Thank you for the reminder, Jesse. Hey, Carrie, because I do forget sometimes to watch my glasses and be surprised how some of these people are with we'll zoom in on stuff just to see what's on your glasses and everything. It's amazing to me. Like I was checking, you can check your time and all that stuff and how many views you've had. And, um, 877 total views, 7 new followers, 2 gifters. Made 20 cents with a 40% bonus on there. We got 5 extra cent. Been on for an hour and 5 minutes. And I am still $51 short from just keeping the room for another day. So far short from keeping it for a week that it's just. Right now, I'm just. If we get it for another day, it'll be a blessing and a half. No, Crystal, there is not. Yeah, we both our families live here. Oh, Crystal, that'd be sweet of you. We're gonna make some tacos now. We're gonna make some homemade tacos tonight. Because despite what is said about us, we don't run to eat buffets every night. We don't run to eat fast food every night. We do a lot of cooking at the room. The room lets us cook. There's no issue with them with that. Um, Miss Mercury, we've been on that waiting list for a year and a half, and they told us that it was at least a 2-year waiting list. And they threw that at least out there, and I'm just like, so at least means 2 years minimum. So they could push it for years on top of years. So, um, we have a program here called West Tennessee Homeless Solution, and they just flat out was like, we've got too many people in the system now. We can't help anybody else. Yeah, Crystal, we cook. I couldn't tell you the last time we ate out. I mean, I don't have a clue when it was. Yeah, it's a lot of people think that housing and stuff like that is something that you get fast if you're homeless, and it's not. Like you said, women with children will be moved to the front of the line. DV victims moved to the front of the line. Completely get it, completely understand it, not complaining about that at all. You know, yeah, understand that completely. But it's like a lot of people think, Nikki, that and you get it, you understand. Like, oh, and I've said this before. I said this today. I was one of them that thought, how come these people can't get out of these situations when there is so many resources out there? And when we got in this situation, I learned quickly. Ours is 70 a night or 340 for the week. A lot of people are renting rooms. They want somebody single. Um, we've had several places we went and looked at room for rent. They didn't want a married couple. They didn't want a woman living there. One of them didn't want a guy living there because there's a woman renting it out. You know, it is extremely crazy. You know, One of them we thought we was going to get lucky and get, but you couldn't have a pet. And I'm not. We neither one of us want to give up Juju for anything. Yeah. Melissa, I guess the hotel we're in could be considered an extended stay because, like, we've been there for a while now, but they're not like the extended stays where it's set up with a full size refrigerator and a couple burner cooktop and all that stuff. Nikki, ours is a little Chihuahua Jack Russell mix, and she was my wife's grandmother's dog. And when she passed away, of course, when she passed away, it was long before we was in this situation. Uh, we took her in and took her in with ours, and we've had her ever since. And that baby won't go nowhere. I wish this one had a kitchen, but we've got our little air fryer and a little two burner countertop cooker we use, and a slow cooker and a microwave. See, it's the money I get is like just going to survival though. It's like there's nothing left to save. It's like between room, gas, and food, there's nothing else. There's not sitting back and you sitting there and you've got like I got $5 left. You know, hey, here's $5. Go get you a coffee, babe. You know, thank you, Jesse, for posting that. Yeah, if anybody can help with anything, we're $51 short for being able to at least keep the room for another night. Um, if anybody can help with anything at all, it would be appreciated. Nikki, I'll be honest with you. I try to keep her off the lives as much as possible because of the bullies and the stuff they say and the trolls that we get on here at some points. The last few minutes has been kind of quiet. I've got some really good moderators in here, and they're catching people at the door and popping them out. But she wears her heart on her sleeve. She's very sensitive and she's very easy to hurt her feelings. And some of the stuff that gets said by some of these people in here would just, in the long run, it would crush her. So she'll get on when I'm on a little bit. She got on last night, got to talk, and had fun with everybody. And but it's not always like that. It's we have people coming at us making fun of the fact that we never got to have kids. We have people making fun of us because of our weight. Like, I don't need anybody to point out that I'm overweight. I know that, and I'm doing something about that. But nobody realizes that, hey, I can't go inside the gym at 420 pounds and come out at 180. You know, it's a process. Um, they make fun of her. Uh, the whole time on her about not having cancer when she did have cancer. That's when we don't have kids. She had to have a full hysterectomy because of that. But and she is so easily like she tries to stay strong, but when she snaps, and that's what they really want to see. A lot of them want to see that snap moment, so they got stuff to share. You know, they want that meltdown moment, so they've got a video to share. And they can post it up and say, well, look what happened here. She had a meltdown. You know, so I try to keep her off of it as much as possible by herself. Like, I would love for her to be able to get on here, talk, cut up, do battles, earn some income from battling. But it's gotten to the point where we can't even do that. Oh, that was a lot said. You would be completely wrong about that, Nikki. They just keep coming back at you. They just keep coming back at you. Y'all hang on a minute. I need to pause this. I just got to get out of this car, stretch my legs for a second. Okay, I'm back. Just had to stretch my legs for a minute. Okay, we're just going to agree to disagree on that because yeah, we've blown up. We've had moments where we've crashed out, and that's exactly what they wanted. And at the end of the day, we're all human, and things will get to you. Things will bother you. So, but we can definitely agree to disagree on the points of views we have, and move on from talking about, you know, the best way to handle them. So, I support that block. It's like, let's just move on from it. It's like, there's been a lot of people like just, they talk for a second. They just seem like if you don't agree with their point of view, they just want to hound it into you. And it's just like, we can agree to disagree and move on, but some of them just can't do that. But as of right now, it's 5:18. I don't know why I gave a time update. I really don't know why I gave a time update. Uh, and we're still $51 short from at least keeping the room until Tuesday morning. So if anybody can help with anything, I feel like a lot of people was asked tonight, and I feel like y'all have been attacked by y'all probably been DM'd a million times after that and told not to help us, not to help us, not to help us, and gave a long laundry list on why not to. Because we have been asked by a couple of people that I've never seen before. The one person I just honestly believe they weren't going to see anything. They were just trolling. So if you would rather anonymously help, um, no, I need help. And I'm not blocking people who are just trying to help, because who's offered help that I blocked? Ghost, name one person that has offered us help that I went in there and blocked. Hold on a minute. Don't block him just yet. Ghost, I want you to answer. Yeah, you're unmuted now. Name me one person that I have blocked that was offering help. You never know. We're trying to keep our hotel room. We're actually trying to keep it for a week if we can. It's $340 for a week. We have $19 a day. If we can just get it for another extra day, would help. But we have $19 to keep it for a week. We're 321 short. I know that's a lot. To keep it for an extra day, we're $51 short. That's not a ghost. I said, name one person that I've blocked that was offering help. That's the question. She had an opinion on something. I had an opinion on something. Nikki Marie wasn't offering help. She wasn't offering. She was offering her opinion on the situation, right? She was offering her opinion on the situation. We didn't agree. I said, let's agree to disagree on it and move on with the live, and we can talk and everything else, and she wouldn't do it. My I will tag you in my CA. You never know. That is my. I tagged you in my CA. She was giving advice. She was giving an opinion. We disagreed. I said, let's agree to disagree and move on. Thank you. You never know. Um, she wouldn't do that, so she got blocked and muted. It's like when we're not going to agree on something and we can agree and disagree. It's like, I mean, you can agree to disagree right now. So I'm not going to agree with you. You're not going to agree with me, but we can agree to disagree and move on with the chat. And that's what we're about to do. You're not going to get blocked for it, but if you keep on, um, you keep on and keep on and keep on after we're like, okay, look, this is we're not going to agree with each other. We'll agree to disagree, and then we can move on. Okay, Ghost, I'm gonna say this one more time, as plain as day. She got blocked because she wouldn't stop talking about the same thing over and over and over. You got blocked because you wouldn't move on with it. Of course you can, Cherry. What about her, Cherry? They was getting paid back until all this stuff happened with the Guardians of Valor person. They was getting paid back. And then the GOV and his people cost me my job, so I couldn't pay her back. Now I don't have the money to pay them back. I really don't. Nope. And lots of money was not even all together between the both of them. It was 120, and I paid it down quite a bit. No, Cherry, it hasn't. Go ahead. Fine with that postal proof. 51 to keep it for another day. We have it for the night. We're trying to keep it for tomorrow. Cherry, chances are if you're going to post anything, you're just going to post what other people has posted on here. You're just going to recycle a post, you know. So, and Nikki, Ghost, I'll say this. If you got blocked prematurely, I apologize for that. I'm not asking you to reconsider anything you was going to send. If you was going to send anything, I'm not asking you to reconsider that or not. If you got blocked prematurely, you feel like, um, I will apologize for that, and we can move on from that situation because we was not going to agree on that situation. So, if you're still in here, hope you heard that. Hey, April, how are you doing? And Sherry, you're not blocked now. You're not blocked. You're on here. You want to be blocked. Hey, Inked. Cat lover, I'm not with you on what you just posted. I don't know what $2 means. Hey, Angel. Okay, Cherry, you said what you need to say, I guess. Then we can move on from that. Cat lover, I don't know what $5 means. Okay, cat lover's gone. Angel, you doing any better? That did make any sense. Angel, we're going through it tonight. We're trying to raise enough money up to keep our room for at least tomorrow. So, what was going on with you, if you don't mind me asking? If you do mind, just I say, hey, it was personal, and that's definitely something you don't have to answer if you don't feel comfortable answering that. Uh, we're going to pray for you either way to come completely out of it and be better. Or we're trying to keep our hotel room. Um, all right, Cherry. Now that's why you're going to get blocked. We're just going to put it out there right now. That's why you're going to get blocked. Well, Angel will definitely be putting in our prayers that you make a speedy recovery, you get to feeling better. Everybody in here pray for you. Hey, Billy Bob. Hey, thank you for the heart me, Shannon. Glassman, no, it's really not. Thank you for the heart me, J Bear. Me and my wife are having to live in a hotel. Didn't have the money this week to pay for a room. We've got it tonight. We're trying to raise the money to keep the room for as long as possible. But as of right now, we're $51 short on a day. Um, so yes, they are. It's I never thought we'd be in this situation. Right now, we're in the spot to where it's what I'm making is only keeping us surviving, and then when something happens, it's like it's not. So we're facing this week of not surviving. Basically, it's unless we get help. We've got $19. The room costs $70 a day, or $340 for a week. I don't have a negative balance in my account. All my accounts are CAs and the good for $19. PayPal doesn't have a balance on it. Yeah, I'm good. No, that was a few weeks ago. I was having a checking account issue where my checking account was it was messed up on me. It wasn't today. Yeah, that's been several weeks ago. I'm not surprised. They always are. Yeah, she's okay. She's in there, probably talking to her buddies in there now. So, Shannon, they definitely are. Donna, I have been having my own money come in to help ourselves, and that's how we've been paying for everything. Just this week, I've hit a snag and need some help. So that's why you haven't been seeing me on here asking, Donna, because I don't get on here as much as I used to. Redneck King, I don't know. I haven't seen anything pop up on the top. I can pause and go check and see. Shannon, some of these people, the way they act, you would think they've never experienced a hard time in their life. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me pause this for a moment. Nope, there ain't been a PayPal sent to me. I've got the same 2 cents on there that I've had on there. There is no Christmas at our house, car, whatever we're in at Christmas. There's going to be no Christmas, so And that's just how it is. I mean, we're going to their family, but it's like exchanging gifts, spending, that time with each other. Between me and Angela, there's just, it's like I usually have her a little something, and I don't have nothing for her this year. So we'll go over there and see her family and eat and